Welcome those of you who chose pile 1 for the pick a card no communication. I've got your cards all laid out and ready for you. The first question I asked was you and your present situation with your person. I wanted to get a card on what that is and what that looks like, and the Temperance card came out. Temperance card can represent Sagittarius, doesn't have to, but it basically talks about that you are letting the relationship develop at its own pace, which is a very good thing, right? And you are in an energy of acceptance. The Temperance card is about balance and acceptance, and you're seeking healing and peace here as well, and trying to avoid ego struggles. So you've kind of made your peace. You sort of see where things need to be tweaked, so to speak, and keeping your ego under control and seeing things sort of from a more peaceful perspective. That's the energy the cards are saying that you're taking towards your present situation with your person. So I feel that's very high vibrational and positive. And the next question I asked was what actions that you can take to encourage communication with your person. And we've got the Page of Coins. So typically the Page of Coins does talk about giving a communication, making a communication yourself, or making some sort of an offer. I leave that entirely up to you. You know your situation better than me. Also, this card talks about focusing on service to yourself and others. So if you want to encourage communication to happen, maybe taking your mind off things by performing an act of service, if not for this person, then at work or with your friends and family, in order to encourage sort of the energy to start flowing in a more positive direction. That could be helpful, as well as paying attention to your finances or the practical details about your life. Finances, practical details sometimes need to be worked out with the Page of Coins. And also, again, like I said, you could reach out to your person in some small and practical way if you desired to. Clarifying the Three of Coins, we've got the Three of Swords in reverse, and what this is saying is that you should, I feel that it says that you should realize at this time of no communication, it isn't the end of the world. And I think with the Temperance card here, it does show that you've kind of made your peace. You have come to a place of acceptance and understanding about what's going on in the situation with your person. And this card is supporting that, and also saying that this time apart is allowing you to heal from the painful experiences of your past, and to make things better and to heal yourself. And we saw that again with the Temperance card. If you were to reach out to your person with the Three of Swords in reverse, it's saying that you may be in for a hurtful or a painful truth. So there's some things that maybe you don't know that would be hurtful to hear or to learn if you were to be in communication. So take that in consideration if you're deciding to do communication. And but I feel that facing any hurtful truths can only improve things between you. And maybe there are feelings of jealousy and regret, or even fear with this card, that need to be released so that you can both move forward. The next card that clarified, I had two clarifying cards for that question, was the King of Staffs, and I feel this is a good omen. It's a good sign. He says that this relationship can become a strong and affectionate and passionate one. So I can understand by looking at these cards why you are asking about your person and wondering if you're going to hear from them again, because it looks like it does have passion and potential. Also, that Page of Coins being present in the reading, even though it's in the section about what you can do, is an affirmative card to come out in a no communication reading, as it does speak about communication. So it could even be from your person. Take what resonates, but again, that was more towards what you could do if you felt inspired to. So what are the obstacles and challenges here in your no communication situation? And we got the Magician card. So the Magician card is a very positive card when it comes out upright. So that tells me that your obstacles and challenges again, may not be as bad as they seem. But more specifically, you may be experiencing self-doubt, or you don't see how you'll achieve communication with your person at this time. And so also there may have been or may be power struggles or manipulations going on. So the reason why one or both of you aren't communicating when you would like to is perhaps because it's some angle that you're working in a power struggle, and it's a tactic, so to speak. So perhaps deception or secrets are being kept as well. Maybe that's another reason why you're out of communication, because there, again, we already saw that there might be something that you learn that you don't want to learn, a painful truth. So that could be another reason that keeps the communication at bay and keeps you out of touch. And I also feel that you're just an obstacle here about the communication is that you're feeling lonely, and you're sick of feeling lonely. And so there's some hard feelings about being in touch with this person. So clarifying is the moon card clarifying the magician. And what this talks about to me is telepathic or psychic communication between you and your person. So if you feel that you're having strong impulses or thoughts or feelings that don't feel like they're originating with you, or you don't know where they're coming from, that's a possibility, strong possibility with this card, that they're actually coming from your person. And it also encourages you, since it came out next to the magician, these are two major arcana cards. Magician, by the way, is Gemini and Virgo energy, and the moon card is Pisces and sometimes Cancer energy. So those signs could be in either of your charts, but it doesn't have to be. So the moon is saying that you do have the psychic abilities to manifest, as a magician is a manifester and uses all of their skills in order to make their dreams into reality. So this is in the obstacles position, but I do think it is still a good sign for your manifestation abilities. And as this card encourages you to pay more attention to your dreams and intuitions, as you might not be realizing, just how powerful and intuitive you are, and just what your capabilities are to manifest this. So your person also may be a very sensitive person, and that could be a reason why they're not stepping forward in communication. Also the connection is an emotional one, probably. So emotional relationships sometimes come with a lot of illusions. So illusions, not seeing things clearly, contributes to miscommunication, or the desire to be confused about what to do next in a connection like this. So those are your obstacles. So for the likely outcome of your situation, we got the 9 of Coins in reverse. So what this is saying to me is that, well, basically, I feel like you're not going to be single for much longer, to be honest. But you might not feel, satisfied when you do get the success of being back in communication or back with your person, or you might feel that you don't deserve it, and that can hinder your manifestation ability as well. So you really want to realize that you do deserve to have what you want and have your desires fulfilled, and to be loved, and to be in communication with someone that you love. And it's a possible period of disenchantment too with your person, as money can be an obstacle moving forward. So that's just sort of a heads up. Your bubble might be burst when you get back in communication and realize there's some lack going on, maybe in the area of finances, or just material work or home situations. But this can be overcome. This card was clarified by the 10 of Staffs, saying that all of that can be overcome with hard work. Just make sure that you're both putting in the work equally, so that you're not the one shouldering all the burdens yourself. And set boundaries, and avoid becoming codependent, because the 9 of Coins also talks about codependency. You want to still stay in your sexy single power as much as possible, and there's a chance that in the outcome you might be still putting in a little bit more effort than them, or maybe allowing yourself to get clingy, or this could be a person, take what resonates. And but the good thing here with the 10 of Staffs is that this this will be a committed, mature relationship where you both support each other, equally through the hard times, as long as you just make sure that you teach them how to treat you. Teach them how to treat you by setting boundaries, loving boundaries. Speak your truth with love. Okay? So the next question was the effect on you and the timing. So I've got, what is the effect of the outcome going to be on you, on the viewer? And we got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So I feel with this card, you're going to continue to question the honesty and trustworthiness of your person due to the immaturity and indecision and lack of commitment in the past. And so that's understandable. It's going to take time to rebuild trust. And also there'll be conflicted feelings, I feel, probably between the both of you, that will need to be dealt with as you both wake up from some of the illusions surrounding the relationship and your connection, and as you become more honest to communicate with each other things that might not necessarily be all that pleasant but need to be dealt with in order to move forward. So it'll be a time of getting real, I feel. And that was clarified by the Seven of Staffs in reverse. And that's about, let's see, Seven of Staffs in reverse. You'll likely go through a period of confusion, like I said, and the two of you will be challenged to decide how and in which direction to go in to work out your differences. So there will be some needing to work some differences out, and a feeling that you might feel after this outcome and realizing how much work it's going to really take to get on the same page and to move forward in an equal and balanced way with your person, that maybe you're going to feel like giving up, like questioning, is it really worth it and everything. But I feel that it is worth it, and I think that you can help sort through your differences if you have an objective friend that you both trust. That would be awesome. That would be great, because then they could help bring some objectivity and clarity to your situation. Because like I said, the effect of realizing, once you get back in touch, everything that you're going to learn that you didn't know. And I'm not saying it's anything terrible. I'm just saying it's going to be a good deal of work. And you want to stay in this higher vibrational temperance energy. You'll be challenged to stay balanced once you're back in communication with this person. And so you're going to both need to seek clarity, and I think that you will. So I feel that your communication coming with your person is likely, you might get back into contact with your person in around 7 weeks, about 7 weeks or so. So the cards are saying at this time, but remember that time is fluid and our decisions affect timing. So as long as you just stay in the flow that you're in currently, it's looking like 7 weeks before you get back in contact. So that's not too terribly long. I pulled some Romance Angels cards for you, and we've got Passion card. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So there's a lot of passion between you and your person, as we see. Okay, passionate person. And worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So, like I said, despite any obstacles in the reading, this is worth waiting for. And then very soon also came out. Clearly decide what it is you want so that it comes to you now. So yeah, very soon. 7 weeks isn't too far off. So, and then I pulled some messages from your person card, and the first one that came out was, there's someone else I have to deal with first. So I don't know if this is a third-party situation or not. I assume that you would know if it was, so don't freak out if you don't know that they're involved with somebody else. Then then forget it. This doesn't apply to you. But this could even be like a family member, a friend, a boss, something like that. Some situation that they have to deal with first. And then we've got the I feel remorse for how I treated you, or for mistreating you. I feel remorse for mistreating you came out. So there's definitely some pain and some upset, some hurt in the past. And then the last card I pulled was, I act like an asshole because I'm having a harder time than you know. Pretty blunt card, but we're all adults here. So yes, I act like an asshole because I'm having a harder time than you know. And I think you'll learn soon enough what what those hard times are about. And it might have to do, again, with the way that they treated you, and having lost you also, to do with perhaps money and work issues as well. All right, thank you for tuning in, Pile 1. I hope that you were able to benefit from this reading in some way. Take what resonates, forget what doesn't. Like, share, and subscribe. If you feel drawn to leave a comment in the comment section, that would be appreciated. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good night. Welcome, Pile 2. This is your no communication reading. So the first card I pulled was about you and your present energies towards your person. We've got the Ace of Swords in reversed. So I feel that you're feeling insensitive and cold, and like your person doesn't deserve your honesty at this time. Maybe you two have exchanged harsh words and have had an argument, hence the reason for your not being in communication at this time. But someone's being too critical, judgmental, or arrogant here, and this narrow-mindedness has led to the arguments. And you may find it very difficult to communicate with each other, or vice versa. And your person doesn't know where they stand with you right now, so there's a sense of not knowing where they stand at the present. And since this is your present energies, you probably feel that way as well. That's why you're here for the reading, right? So the next card I pulled was, what are actions you can take to encourage communication? I got the Strength card. So the Strength card is talking about listening to your instincts. So it's less about an action and more about listening to your instincts, because you're already a strong problem solver. So if there was a way to get back into communication with your person, I believe that you have the problem solving skills to figure that out. Just listen to your instincts, and when you do get back in communication with them, be more gentle in your approach, and be patient with both you and your person going forward. Avoid wearing a poker face in favor of a mature discussion and a calm approach. So you don't want to be too closed off or with too much of a poker face, putting on too much of a hard front. You really want to be more patient and gentle, and that will help to get the communication going again. So the obstacles and challenges that you're facing regarding communication, we got the Three of Wands in reverse. So the Three of Wands in reverse talks about a lack of clarity and support in this connection. So either the support is talking about lack of support from your person, or lack of support from those people who are around you both, but definitely a lack of understanding and clarity, as we already saw with the first card. You feel strongly about each other, but aren't quite ready to commit fully to the reconnection, or your person may not be as emotionally as invested as you are, so take what resonates. This may be a long-distance connection as well. If so, someone may not feel like traveling or moving. Obviously, that could create an obstacle if you're permanently apart, right? So otherwise, your person isn't focused on communication with you because they're really busy with other things at the moment. I clarified this card with the Justice card, so the thing that they're busy with could have something to do with legalities, whether that be contracts or court cases, something of that nature. And also the Justice card talks about reaping what you've sown. So your person may feel wronged by you, and they might be punishing you for this perceived injustice by not communicating with you. It could be as petty as you took too long to reply to their text, so now they aren't reaching out again. I mean, that's one example, but it could be any sort of injustice that your person feels has occurred, and this is preventing communication and posing an obstacle for you. So in the outcome position for this reading, we got the Four of Wands. So will you two get back in touch? Yes, I believe with the Four of Wands being a higher level soulmate card about the comforts of home, feeling like home. It's a romance card, and it speaks about harmony. It does say that you will get back in touch with your person, and that your person sees you as someone they could settle down with and make a beautiful home with. However, in this particular reading, I feel that your person may be content where they're at, or stuck in their current comfort zone because it's what they know, and possibly they're unwilling to make the effort to change their current status or situation. So if that's the case, it is a shame, because I do see that you could have a happy and loving home together. And the reason that I feel that energy from that card is because the effect of the outcome. So the effect of the outcome on you is going to be the Nine of Swords. So you are going to get back in touch with this person, but I do feel a sense of an on again, off again communication pattern between you two. And this is going to put you in sort of a, in a very anxious state, really, with the Nine of Swords. You're going to worry about where this connection's headed. You're going to overanalyze your own actions and imagine negative outcomes. I clarified that card by the Six of Wands, and with the Six of Wands it says that you will recover from that sad state, and you are encouraged by this card that you will find true love eventually with this person or someone else. You may resort to a narrow-minded approach again towards your person going forward, because your person may be trying to appear too detached or overly happy on social media, for example, and show how unbothered they are by your separation, or when they're not in communication with you, acting like everything is just hunky-dory and fine when it's not. Further clarification, we got the Chariot in reverse. And so the Chariot in reverse says that you are advised to take the middle approach between conflicting areas. This is about balance and taking the middle ground, because you're coming to a crossroads about what to do next here. And there could be a change that throws you off your guard. It could be a romantic involvement with two different people, or a conflict between two things that you love. So the Chariot also talks about engaging in activities that you love or are passionate about, or engaging in a hobby. So when you're in no communication with your person, you really are encouraged to pursue hobbies that you enjoy. Not only does it take your mind off of your worries regarding this situation, but there's an opportunity here to meet someone new, someone else, when doing a hobby. The thing with that is, of course, then you will be having to make a decision between your person and this new person. However, I think having options is a good thing at this point, based on this reading. And it looks like within 6 weeks you will reconnect with your person or have communication from this person. So it's about 6 weeks, according to the cards, before you will be back in touch with your person. The Romance Angels cards for this reading, pile 2, we've got separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, and I think if you're in no communication, you already are separated. However, I think this is also speaking to what I mentioned before about an on-again, off-again pattern between the two of you, at least communication-wise. And this is a card that also encourages you to understand that this time apart should be used productively, in order that if and when you come back together, or when you come together with somebody new, that you're in a healthier place, because you're taking the time now to heal and really think about what you want going forward. And then we've got the Passion card next. So there is a lot of passion in this. I see this with the spread. A lot of Wands cards. Wands means passion, so allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And this card is saying that you can manifest this person back into your life if you use the law of attraction or similar manifestation techniques. Doing the vision board technique is something that people do. And another thing about this card is a sort of verifying the Chariot in reverse, which talks about engaging in hobby or activity. By engaging in things that you're passionate about, that puts you in the energy of attracting more passion into your life, and that does include with romantic partners. So that's just another reason why you could pursue a hobby or an interest outside of this situation. It's going to bring more passion in. But you and your person do have a lot of passion together, and you are also urged to stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So, once you get back in touch with your person and then you're out of touch with your person again, that's going to put you in this worrisome Nine of Swords energy. But I feel with the Six of Wands, you really do recognize the importance of feeling strong, of feeling successful, and that by doing that and staying optimistic, you're able to manifest situations and improvements in your life in a way that you wouldn't if you were in like a really pessimistic or depressive or anxious ridden mood, right? You really need to be more optimistic to to get anything done in this world. And positive thinking and faith will bring you the romance that you seek. So that is what that card is saying. And lastly, we have the messages from your person card. So the first card from your person says, what happened between us wasn't personal. Please don't take it that way. So this does allude to something happening between the two of you. Harsh words, arguments, something of the like. Next card was, maybe everything really does happen for a reason. So this is sort of alluding to the Justice card or Karma card. It's kind of feeling like, whatever is happening, it is the karma that was meant to happen as consequences for one or both of you, according to your person anyway. And also we've got, I want a new start with you. So your person wants to turn this Ace of Swords right side up and have that loving new start with you with clarity and honesty together. Just looks like it's going to be a little bit of a rough going into the future, but they do want a new start with you. Of course, it's going to require them to put in effort, and at this time it doesn't look like they're willing to do a whole lot of effort, but that could change. Next we have, I'm in love with you and it scares me. So your person does have a lot of passion and is in love with you. Again, Four of Wands talks about that. They're reconnecting with you because regardless of what differences you have as individuals and what conflicts and fights and harsh words were exchanged, they do love you. But fear does keep, people at bay. They don't want to get hurt and they're afraid of getting hurt, so they let that stop them from coming forward the way that they really want to. Hence the Chariot card in reverse, so not coming forward the way that they could with all of the zest and passion and commitment that they could. I miss you even if it doesn't seem like it. So we already saw that they're going to be fronting, you're going to be fronting. They possibly could be on the social media or just giving the illusion that they don't care that much or that they're fine without you. They're not fine without you. They do want communication with you as well, and there is some imbalance indicated here between the two of you, I feel, regarding dedication and commitment, but it's because it's just been a rocky road and there are a lot of differences that need to be sorted out, and because of the lack of positive communication, it's been more difficult than it needs to be for you guys to work it out. But with soulmate relationships, especially twin flames, if that's the case, you often see a lot of conflicts in the essence of growth, right? In the interest of growth. And I suppose that is what is happening here with your connection. Of course, you have free will and you can decide how to navigate things going forward. I hope this reading helped you in some way and you were able to gain some insights that you didn't have before. And if that's the case, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you next time.